Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update show for Sunday, August 3rd. Yes, it is August 3rd. Going to get a quick show in here because we got a champ chat lining up later on with everybody doing the championship stuff. But, I had to come on today because I saw this coming through updates on Broadhead 24 hours ago. I was pretty confident this was going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but a few things have transpired to see that, oh, shoot, this may be in jeopardy. Now, I don't have any information either way, but this is just some things that we need to talk about in regards to some of the news and updates. But anyways, thank you all for coming in. Great day yesterday in regards to the fact we got to watch Wrexham. They didn't win a game, and it was good to see them get ready for it, see the new guys. But we'll talk about that a little later. But right now, it's all about Broadhead and the possible transfer in jeopardy. I don't have information, but some of the words that McKenna was saying there, the manager of Ipswich, is a little bit dicey. What you'd expect. He is their player, so we'll talk about that. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Let's get this up. We have a week to get to 3,000. Can we do it? We're about almost at 2,500 subscribers. Become a member. Get your bells on. Do your things. We are live every single day, sometimes twice a day, doing bits. And this fantastic community is awesome. So thanks for coming in. There's a lot of people popping in here. Carol's in here. I'm watching the Birmingham doc. Good Lord, what a shit show it is. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second if you want. And Bree from SoCal's here. Stoner comments in the vet and color me intrigued. And it's not over yet, Sea-Lord. It's not over yet, Sea-Lord. And thanks for the super chat yesterday, too. All right, what's going on? Broadhead, Tug-of-War. McKenna breaks his silence. Okay, so let's just backtrack. Wrexham have put in I would say it's more than confirmed that Wrexham had put in a £7.5 million bid for Nathan Broadhead, 27-year-old ex-Wrexham academy player. But it's been one that I thought was going to be happening a little bit faster. Now, yesterday I think it took a bit of a step back. He played yesterday, had to come on yesterday against Aurier. Against Aurier in their preseason match because there were two injuries that happened yesterday. And amongst the two injuries, there's also Hutchinson that could possibly be going that could throw this like a total Spano into this. And this is something we just need to be aware of. Whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. But we got to talk about it because it is a news show. So here is the comments right here. Here it is right here from McKenna. So this is from Yahoo Sport. But also I was looking at this one here. This is the other one too. The also East Anglian Daily Times, but I'll go to Yahoo Sport, a club that he has a great affinity to. This is what he said. Kieran McKenna has confirmed interest. He has confirmed the interest of Nathan Broadhead, but stressed the winger is committed to Ipswich while he's at the club. So, okay, I like that statement. I'm going to bring that down because that's kind of ugly. The Wales International was linked at the newly promoted Wrexham, obviously, and about £7.5 million. The deal, however, is yet to be signed. That it remains to be seen whether Blues will allow Broadhead to move on. He was named on the bench yesterday, and for yesterday's game, the 3-0 win against Aurier, he replaced injured Jaden Philogene. I can't get the names right. Just F it up all the time. Philogene in the early stages of the second half. Kieran McKenna said, I think it's well publicized. This is Kieran McKenna, the manager of Ipswich Town. I think it's well publicized that there's interest from Wrexham, which is a club that he has affinity to, said Kieran McKenna. He's also got great affinity to Ipswich. He's been a really, really important player for us, and he is. In all these situations, Kieran McKenna goes on to say, quote, as a club, especially moving between divisions, there will always be more movement in live situations than you'd want in the preseason. So he's basically saying it's a distraction, but not a distraction. They have to deal with the fact that if one of their important players moves on, then we need to replace them. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Kieran McKenna's been around a long time, was at Manchester United for a bit as well. He goes on to say, when other clubs want our players, it's also something we should be proud of. That's true, because it probably wasn't that long ago where there wasn't much interest in Ipswich players, and now there is. Nathan is an Ipswich player. Last thing he said here. So as long as he's here, he'll be an important player for us. We are, of course, light in those positions, and we want to be, and we don't want to be in any way, especially after today. Now, what happened today? What happened today? As of yesterday, this is what happened. There were two players that went down. So I'm going to just see this right here. So the two players that went down, one more Connor, one more closer to the other to the position. So Connor Townsend went out with a knee. So that's their new left wing back. He is from West Brom, and yes, Broadhead plays on the left. He also plays center forward as well. He was injured in preseason, and Kieran McKenna said it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Okay, that's not good. You never want to hear that. You never want to have injuries, and I don't want us to be selfish. Like, yeah, I would rather that guy be healthy and we get Broadhead and move on. Okay, cool. Now that's not good. So Connor Townsend is out. Their new left wing back from West Brom is out with a knee injury. It looks like an ACL, possibly. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV and here with all of you. I'm a local pundit, as you know. So he is not fully fit. Number 2, Jaden Philogene. He had his ankle. He's in a winger. He signed him from Hull. He limped off after a knock. Could be missing the opening matches. Reduces the attacking options, which is why they would want to probably keep Broadhead. And maybe if the Broadhead transfer does go through, it might be delayed a little bit. Maybe that's it. So they can get a player in, or they'll work on it because they don't want to be put over a barrel for money, whoever they're going to go after. There's something to that. So, I think there's movement within the movement. There's movement within the movement. So it's not like we have to be understanding to what they're going through so we can get our guy over the line. I do believe we can still get him, but this does throw a little bit of a spanner into it too. And they could probably bring it up on chat later. Evening, John Merrill. What's going on? And love to have a Broadhead. Well, yeah, that's funny as well. Yo, what's up? And what's up, Ted? How you doing? Lupin 788. I'm not going to talk about the Birmingham documentary. We'll talk about that later. John says, yeah, Ipswich fans are saying their injuries aren't looking good for their games against us on Friday. Yes. Remember, that game is going to be a live watch along. Paddy's kicking it off. Birmingham City versus Ipswich. Birmingham City are set to win the league again. Oh, my God. They're going to go up. They should walk the league. So they should probably blow them out. So, we'll see on that. Back to the story here. The transfer twist is also involved in this too. Omari Hutchinson. He's possibly could be exiting. Really good, talented player. He was on loan from Chelsea last year at Ipswich Town. Obviously, Ipswich got the shit kicked out of him all year, but he's probably moving on. He's probably, I think it's where is he probably going to? He's going to go to Brentford, possibly. Yeah, the Bees are in for him for a club record fee for the winger. He's a good player. I think he's a Jamaican international. Looking at him for £35 million. That was rejected for him by Ipswich Town. So that will be their replacement for Brian Mbembo, who had went to Manchester United, who's actually going to play today. So there's a lot going on at Ipswich that does affect us. There's a lot going on at Ipswich that does affect us, specifically for the Broadhead transfer. Now, I want Broadhead. I want him to come in. And I think he would give us depth, power. He's a great player. I like his stats. Where are his stats? I do have stats, everyone. I do put stats in there. Where are my stats? Oh, this is what happens live television. Here we go, live television. Okay, I lost them all. Okay. Nathan, 23 goals, 83 appearances for Ipswich, has experience in the Premier League and the Championship, and he was key to the promotion push. So didn't play that much last season in the Premier League, but he does have the experience to be in there, which I think is very important to us. But that said, I think he's an important player that Ipswich want to keep too, for even if they do let him go for £7.5 million. Okay, they might not let him go as quick as possible because of the 2 injuries that just happened yesterday. Yes, left wing back, the left winger is the player that they won't have any depth. So that's something that we need to be aware of. They're thinner at attack, especially out wide, and that's where Broadhead is the best for their option. So that is totally screwing us up. But I'm hoping that the Jaden Philogene, I think I'm saying that wrong. The Jaden Philogene is just a knock. It's an ankle injury. I hope it's just a knock and not some kind of ligament damage of some sort. But much like us with Ollie Rathbone, they're looking out for their players. And if they take a player out, we take Broadhead away, they can be very thin at that position. So, again, do we think the deal is dead for Broadhead? No. I don't think the deal is dead. Say that twice. I don't think the deal is dead for Broadhead. Take that in. What's up, Esteban? How you doing? And Ruth's in the house as well. Everything I heard about it in the local pundit Discord makes me even more at peace with my decision not to watch the Brady doc. Jeez. All right, I'm out with the Brady doc. Sorry, I love you. We'll get to the Brady doc later. I think Broadhead probably gets done, but I feel like it will be at the end of the window once they have done their business. Depends on if you want to wait for him. Yes, that's what I'm getting at too. And see, Lord, not to didn't want to get off topic with the Brady shit. But I appreciate you, of course, obviously. This is one. Do we wait around for him? Yes. I had thought this would be done in the next 48 hours. Parkinson probably want to have for the start of the season, even though I don't think he'll start him right away. I think we'll get an announcement for more tomorrow. And by the way, let me just do this. Big shout out to Matt Al, who broke the news yesterday on the show. I didn't give him credit when I did the show yesterday that he said that Moore was going to have a medical. So I didn't know that we were breaking news on the show, but we did it. So I just want to give Matt Al the credit because he said I blew him off. That yes, thank you, Matt Al, for the breaking news that Moore is going to have had a medical. So and it did come out later. So there you go. Sea Lord said it's okay. I get it. I'm kidding. Anyways, I think the Moore thing will be announced tomorrow. I think the Broadhead will be delayed. That's my point in this. I think that I don't think the deal's off. I think the deal will be delayed a little bit. Or do they push it through, get the money, meaning push it through, take the money, and then go reinvest it, hopefully not knowing that they're going to sell Hutchinson as well for about 35 M's, whatever that's going to be. That's what's possibly going to happen here. But McKenna is a guy who likes consistency. He's a good manager. I really like him a lot. He knows his system. He knows Broadhead will fit his system. So maybe he can hold on to him until they get someone in. That's a different story. So we'll see. But I'll say this. Parkinson at the other side of things. So let's talk about Parkinson real quick. We're talking way too much. Parkinson wants to get his side settled as quick as possible. As you saw yesterday, we had 2 split games. We lost both games 1-0 and 3-0. I don't give a shit about the score, but he has to get his team to gel. And I'm sure he wants players in sooner than later. Now we still have, I think, 27 days left in the transfer period. So there's still things that will be done. I think more will come in. I do still think the Broadhead thing will happen. I think it will be delayed. The Portilla thing, that's one of the players that I really wanted to come in. I haven't heard anything on that. I will try to do some research, reach out to my contacts and see if there's anything there. But I think Kiefer Moore will come in soon, and then I think the Broadhead one will happen a little bit later. So I really want this guy. I think Broadhead, that is. I think he could be a great for us. He can go do good business. Good. He could score some goals for us and be a player. But if we can get him in earlier than later, I hope that will happen. Maybe, and this is just a maybe, and I could be totally wrong on this. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's already down the line, and it just is the crossing the I's and dotting the T's. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. What time is it? It's 11:43, and I'm already screwing this shit up. But so maybe it is already that far down the line that it's just going to happen anyways. It's already done. But he did play yesterday. He was forced to come on. He did come on and play a half. So that's something they probably didn't want to do. Granted, he came out unscathed, touch wood. But maybe it's already too far down the line where they can't pull it back. But that said, it does put it in a little bit of jeopardy. And I'm not saying it's off, though. And Parkinson will want to shore up that left wing position as well and have that depth, especially after watching yesterday's game, just seeing where we're lacking. And we need some goal scorers. I think he can link up with Windass. I think he can pick up with Kiefer Moore with crosses coming in. So let's just keep an eye on this one. Let's just keep an eye on this one, too. If the Broadhead deal falls apart, is there a fallback player we're looking at? I haven't heard anything. And Matt Al is the man called everything so far. What do you think I don't know what his rating is. It might be, I think he's about 75%, which is pretty good. Who cares about credit? Who cares about credit? I'm just joking. Credit, what's that? Stash is a versatile emergence player at best. Scar wasn't convincing either, but Cody will be our number 1. Talking about defense here. Moore will be. I already have the thumbnail. Moore already ready to go. I think Moore will be announced tomorrow. That's a donedeal.com. That's a done deal. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you, my friend. How do you, Sean? You seem to have pretty good information. I think between Sean and like a Matt Al, we have like those are our Bombas. Those are our Bombas. Our here we goes. But he's got good connection there too, Sean. Sean's good. Sean's really good at his details there. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. Let me know what you think about this. Do we think it's still going to happen? Get into the chat. Do you still want Broadhead? Is that a guy that you really want? Is that a guy that we should just go all in and wait for? or do you think it'll happen sooner than later? I think Parkinson wants him, but I think Parkinson would rather have him sooner than later, so we can gel into the squad. We have Southampton in literally 6 days, Parkinson wants to get his squad together. He wants to probably. I wonder if Parkinson knows his starting 11 right now. He probably does. I think the bench is actually going to be more interesting. Bench will be more interesting. Kerry Bright, will AO start next week? Let me hold that, Kerry Bright. And I think you're new to the chat. Love your thumbnail. Let me know where you're watching from. All these new folks, coming in, which is great. The channel's growing. By the way, 7,000 for yesterday's watch along. Insane. All because of you lot. Awesome. Fantastic. Let me just hold that right now. I'll talk about that in a second. Do you think Parkinson knows his starting 11 right now? Probably not. Probably he's going to have to mull that over. I think he has an idea. I think he's going to do a mix, and we'll talk about this later in the week. I think he's going to do a mix of the old guard, the new guard. He's not going to get his pants pulled down against Southampton and get spanked because he's got 7 new guys on the pitch. He's not going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. I think there will be players in there. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody did not start either, and he started Scar. I would not be surprised at that. That's one. If Cody didn't start, I would not be surprised at that. I think Maka is going to start too, but I would not be surprised if he doesn't go with a solid. If he doesn't go with the back AO, and I'll answer your question now. I think he's going to go AO, Maka, Brunt, Scar, Max, Longman. He could possibly go there. So to answer your question, Kerry Bright, I think that's what he'll do. He's not. I think he'll take more chances in the midfield if they win Windass straight in. I think that Cody could be straight in. He's only won with the team a week at the time, so we'll see what happens there. We'll discuss that through the week. And we'll see how things progress. I think getting the Kiefer Moore done tomorrow is going to be getting that over the line, and we'll see how the progress with Broadhead happens, especially with the injury situation that they're going on over there too. Okay, I'm curious who those European heavy hitters, Rob Ryan. I don't know, no idea who that is. I didn't listen to it. But that's one for the chat. Carol and Josh, are we going to do a 3-4-3? You think? I don't think Parkinson's not going to do anything different. So don't be. I would love to see that double pivot that we talk about, but I don't think Parkinson is going to go streaking next week. We're going streaking. I don't think he's going to go there. I think he's going to go with what he knows to not lose the match. Away at Southampton, it just came down. They're fighting for Tyler Dibbling to stay. I think he could be off to Everton, so maybe he won't play. That's a good thing for us next week. So we just got to keep an eye on those things. There are so many moving parts happen. I mean, Christ, there are so many things that are happening at this club, and we're trying to focus on that. It's a moving target, but we have so much to talk about, and just getting to the season is getting back into the season is so great. It's good to see football on. I got the Bournemouth v West Ham game on here, and I'm gonna watch Manchester United later on too. So that's what I think. Reliable, what's up, dude? Again, I haven't been sold on it either, which is why I think that it's money better spent on the center half. We're talking about the Broadhead. I think we do need another center half in too. I do agree with you, brother. I'm calling Parky Style the 80s sitcom. Different strokes for different folks. Yes. And always seemed like we were trying to squeeze Broadhead into our system some way. I'm convinced there's a better fit out there. Who is that player, Carol? I want to know who that player is. I'm not saying you're wrong, but, ex-Wrexham Academy, it does make sense. 27 years old, probably the peak of his powers right now. 7.5 M's, 2 million tomorrow for Kiefer. There we go. So you never know. Do we know if Smitty got any playing time in the first game yesterday? Yeah, he played 60 minutes, Ted. He played 60 minutes. Hey, Josh, what's up, Jesse? Enjoyed yesterday's podcast, especially with Ken displaying the roster. Ken did. I don't know. Has my memory gone? I don't know. Thank you. Good to have you in, Jesse. Appreciate it. We try to entertain. Entertainment first. That's what we got to do. Slarf. I was excited for footy. I was watching the Scottish League earlier too. I was too. I was watching I was watching that too. I was watching Dundee as well. But look, I'm just trying to see if there's any more news out there. I'm just going to go to the website real quick. There's a lot happening, and I'm actually, it's fun. I'm so glad that the preseason tour is over because What's going on? The website, is the website down? Of course it is. Look at this. What's wrong with the website? Unbelievable. Awesome. Website's down. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at. Welcome to the Wrexham website. Why is this not working? Oh, now it's working. Okay. Yeah, there's Sam Smith right there to answer your question. That's what I wanted to show you. Again, he played 60 minutes right there. That's from the morning. So good to see him out there. And he had, he did have surgery on his to get something removed, growth removed, which was benign, which is good. So, anyways, all right, let's keep an eye on things. If things break down, if things break out with the Broadhead stuff, we'll do it. I would assume Kiefer Moore will be doing a Bamba tomorrow and get that off. And do that. Welcome to the club show. I'm sure that they did the pictures yesterday, today, the medical. He did pass, it looks like. So we'll have that up. Do the Kiefer Moore one, and then we'll just keep an eye on this Kiefer Moore situation. I'll try to do more research on the Portilla and to see if there's any rumors about anyone else coming in. If we get, I said yesterday, Portilla, Kiefer Moore, Broadhead, and another center half, I will feel very good. We still need to get Mendy out the door. Mendy out the door and Palmer out the door. So as soon as Kiefer comes in, I think Palmer's next. Mendy and Palmer will be the next two that are going to go out. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay. I saw the video about Boreham Wood. Gaffer, they sacked him at the relegation and bought him back 6 months later. Interesting growth from that guy. Yeah, well, people make dumb decisions when they're not thinking properly. And knee-jerk decisions. And that happens in life, that happens in sport, that happens in business, and that people come back. So we'll see. All right. Please smash that like button, subscribe. What a great, great couple weeks we've had on TLP. Remember, later on, it is Champ Chat. They're doing the predictions. Patty and the boys are going to be doing that. And I'll be watching along with them, which will be a lot of fun. So go enjoy that. Get your predictions in. The link is in the description of the next show, so you can go check that out. And because I got so much shit for color wise, I did change Champ Chat. There we go. The pink is now red. There we go. Even though I liked it better, but there we go. But it's still there. Changed it back. So y'all just get ready for that later on today. Enjoy that too. I still really want Portilla as well. Yes, me too, C Lord, my friend. Me too. Hopefully it'll happen. Think Elliot Lee may be out to make room. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Sorry. We're going up, baby. Says Time Copper. Yep. And where is the pink? I put it to the side. I didn't get rid of it. I put it to the side. Just wanted to put that out. Just put it to the side. Welsh one, we're going up, brother. Don't think 10th. We're going up. Magenta and Reliable, thank you for this press. All right, cool. Talk to you later. Please enjoy the show. Please enjoy the show later on with the Champ Chat. Guys put a lot of work into it. And we want the pink back. Okay, maybe I'll put it back. If you want it, we'll put it back. Maybe we'll do a poll on it. All right. We'll put a poll on it too. Smash that like button, subscribe. Thanks for coming in. And on that bombshell, we will see y'all soon.